People of YouTube, hello and welcome to Nothing to Hide, or rather a demo of Nothing to Hide. This is an anti-stealth game in development and trying to procure funding. But it's not an ordinary stealth, or in this case, anti-stealth game. For one thing, this is the first time I've seen an anti-stealth game. Maybe you have, but I haven't. And it's an interesting project in a sense that it is completely uncopyrighted. It is, from the beginning to the end, copyright free. And what their creator, whose name is, if I'm not mistaken, should be somewhere here, but I think it was Nick Lowe, is trying to achieve is trying to make a statement about the kind of the state the world is in, about the surveillance stuff. We know all the copyright scandals recently happening and the whole NSA thing, etc., etc. And he's making this game. There's a demo that I can show you, so which is a web demo. Hence, you're seeing this kind of, I'm doing this in Chrome. So we're gonna go ahead and play the demo, which is gonna load at some point. Okay, there we go. So you're playing as it's a puzzle game basically, which I haven't probably mentioned yet. And you're playing as this girl who is a daughter of the future leader. You're gonna get the story in a second here. So let's go here. I think play. Yeah, should work. And unlike many free games, the production value of this is actually seems quite high. It seems like like an ordinary game, except that this one is completely free, and completely free of also copyright. So all the thoughts and conversations are presented in the game as sort of postings in social media. You can see that's how the story is unrolling here. The father comes in. Poppy is our character. Those triangles you see, this is the surveillance, and the point of the game is that you have to always be under surveillance. So that's why it's anti-stealth. If you lose, if the the government loses the sight of you, you are presumed to be a criminal, because only criminals have things to hide, and they shoot you with tranquilizers, and usually you OD and die. So this guy, I'm not going to read out the entire thing. He's basically running for like president or some sort of leadership position. His last name, Gardner, I think, is a reference to the very good film I recommend everyone watches. About something you should see before you die. It's called Being There. I'm not sure, but there's a guy Gardner in there, and he's also he becomes he gets into politics kind of by accident, and he well, I'm not gonna give you all the spoilers, but he basically becomes kind of important while not being very important to begin with. Could be that reference. So he comes in and he's basically asking her, because she's not feeling so well, or is not being so happy, that he needs helping with his popularity ranking, or at least she shouldn't hurt his ranking, and she needs to post to the wall at least 400 happy messages a day, so that he has more chance of succeeding in his elections. And you can see this kind of a parody of Twitter thing, and she's actually not in her bed, she's hiding there, and she tries to escape. And you're kind of helping her to get away. It's quite cleverly done. I mean, this presentation, the exposition, I quite like it. As you scroll down, that's actually transparent, so you can see her kind of falling down. It's pretty cool. And then I think, yeah, and then we kind of transition to the eye of the government, which is everywhere and looking at everything. And it's gonna load at some point. There we go. So it's kind of like a tutorial plus the opening of the game. And so you can see that all her thoughts are also sent directly into the social media. She's going to Canada. And these guys need to be always looking at you, otherwise you die. Simple as that. So there's a lot of references also to 1984 and the whole sort of panopticon thing. And it's how only criminals will have the desire to not be seen, or have the thoughts they do not want to share. So you're sharing everything you think on social media. This is her previous tweets, I'm gonna call them, because I'm not sure what they are, where she was still supporting her father, and she was not in the state she's right now. So we're gonna go exit. That's kind of how we exit the little stages, little levels. In this case, though, I think we already have to pick one up, because otherwise we won't be able to go in there. I'll show you, if you go in there, that happens to you. So then you restart. I'm assuming the final game is not going to be a browser game. and it's gonna be like, you know, actual game. And I think we need to take this guy out as well, and place him down. That's the mechanics. I mean, I'm not into puzzle games. I doubt that I will actually play this game when it comes out, etc. Okay, we're safe here. But I think it's quite important, and the message that the developer is trying to convey here is quite important. Oh, there's a guy here already. And it's very interesting that from the beginning to the end, so it doesn't just mean that the game is going to be free, as in like, oh, you don't have to, or pay what you want, etc. You don't need to pay anything. It's just going to be free. There is the kind of campaign to finish the game, so you're helping him fund the game, but that's pretty much it. But it's not only just free, you can use it in any way you want. So you could take this game and change it or not change, or just sell it like straight up, because it kind of belongs to everyone. It's going to be fully in public domain. It's music, it's art, everything about the game. And I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Super died there. Oh, there's a checkpoint system, cool. I don't think I need that guy. Do I need that guy? Not sure. Can I transition to... I think I can. So you can jump through... Oh, when she was still smiling. He disciplined me when my smile didn't look genuine enough. Okay, so I think if we reposition this dude over here, we'll be able to... Oh, come on. We'll be able to pass down here. And that's the exit. So that's the idea. I think it's a very interesting concept. And I think the message is, or the motto of the whole thing is, if you, by giving away the power over our game, we give more power to our game, or giving away the power of our art, we give more power to the art, which is kind of important. I mean, the reason I'm making this video is because of it being completely free, and I think it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting development that this is completely copyright free. So I guess it's, in a way, it is working. I'm sure other people have already made the videos or wrote about this, or are going to write about this, or are going to make the videos. So it's pretty cool. I'm not going to actually show the rest of it because I'm not really into puzzle games, and this is like a straight up puzzle game, which is completely not my genre. I derive zero fun from puzzle games, but it's an interesting thing to know about, I think, and interesting thing to keep your eye out on, and you know, see how this goes and how maybe popular it gets and what the reaction of people is, and most importantly, probably what discussions it initiates by just being there. If you want to support it, there's a link in the description. You can go to the website I'm playing this on, and you can give your money and support the cause. Some of the 10% of everything that is donated is going to go to different organizations that support freedom of speech and kind of, I think, accountability and the public domain stuff. I'm not sure. There's like 3 or 4 organizations that the 10% goes to by default. So there's that. Hope you guys were kind of interested in this, and this was kind of curious. I think it was. So we'll see how this goes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.